What is up, people on the interwebs? I hope you're having an amazing day and welcome to Nerdy Nails. And today we are going to talk about travel. I know it's a bit ironic considering most countries are locked down because of the coronavirus, but I thought this is still an important video to make, especially when it comes to travel and what nail products you should bring, but most importantly storage and what is the best kind of storage item to take to bring obviously your sort of nail polish essentials, and then obviously some nail art products along the way, because when I go on holiday I want funky nails. I don't want nails like this, some kind of just plain simple nails. I still want kind of funky cool nail art nails when I'm on holiday, just like I am at home. Now some of you may be wondering, well, why can't I just take a normal travel bag like one I have like here, where it's just your bag, small enough to take all your stuff on holiday? What's wrong with taking this? And to be honest, there's not really a problem taking a normal travel bag like this. At the moment, as you can see, it's kind of got all my normal travel stuff in. I take when I'm on holiday. I've got like my portable toothbrush, my portable hairbrush, and some other travel essentials in there as well. And to be honest, there's not a problem. My kind of biggest problem for why I've kind of started to have a proper hunt down for a proper travel bag for my nail products is this is just kind of one empty bag. There's actually another travel bag in here as well that I sometimes use, and the problem with kind of both of these bags is they're just one big pouch, they're just one big pocket, and I just hate, I put everything in these kind of bags and then I always have to dig around, spending forever looking for the product I want. So I kind of want to have a bag that's organized, has all the products I want in, nice, easy, compact, easy to find, and it's all kind of laid out nicely. Problem with these bags is I literally just shove it all in and then it's a nightmare to find the product I want. 9 out of 10 I have to pour it out on a bed or a table just to find what I'm looking for, because this is an absolute nightmare trying to find all of your kind of even normal travel essentials like your toothbrush and hairbrush. But then it also comes a nightmare if I'm looking for all the nail polish products I have brought. So I really want a special bag just to put all my nail products in to one, keep them safe and protected, especially if I'm bringing nail plates, and just make it nice and easy to find them when I'm on holiday. So that's really what the video is out. Some of these products I found work really well. Some haven't been the best, like they are okay, they've done the job, but I've found over time there's better products out there, and that's what today's video is going to be. We're going to discuss some of the best and the bad, and some of the products I've really used over time, and I have really found the creme de la creme for travel bags, and I'm going to be recommending it for everyone. Even if you can't find the exact same bag, how the bag design is laid out, that is the perfect travel bag for especially bringing nail art products. Even for just general makeup, if you want a specific bag for makeup alone, this bag design is the best one out there for travel. So let's begin with discussing what are some of the travel bags I've used in the past. So the main thing I look in a travel bag now is practicality, organisation, does it work, and a bonus plus is appearance, because sometimes if a bag looks quite nice, I have blatantly bought a bag just on its looks, which I shouldn't really do. I should really go on practicality, but some bags just look really nice sometimes, and I have just bought it on the basis of that sometimes, which is bad and I shouldn't do it, but sometimes a pretty bag does catch my eye. So really, for a perfect travel bag, this is our baseline. This is your basic travel bag that you can get anywhere. I think I actually got this one from Boots, and it used to have Minnie Mouse on it, but I put it in the washing machine and then the print got taken away in the washing machine. But this is your basic travel bag, just a big pouch where you can put everything in. We really want to find something that can top this. We don't really want anything below, so let's kind of have a look at all the bags I have used for traveling. So we're going to go on a 5-star rating, and obviously this is our baseline bag, so it's going to get 3 stars out of 5, because one, with this bag I have used multiple times in the past, it does the job. You can get all of your nail products in here. Appearance wise, it was quite nice when I first got it because I had Minnie Mouse on it. Practicality, it was good, you could put everything in here. Organisation was really poor because it's just one big pouch, so you couldn't find everything nicely. And does it work? Yes, it did. I've used it multiple times and it did work. The kind of biggest fault on this was just organisation. but this is why it's our baseline bag. I think price wise for this, when I first got it originally, I've had this bag for years, and I think I paid, what did I pay? No, I think I actually got this free actually, because I think I got it as a Christmas present a few years back. So price value for me, this was free because it was a Christmas present. But I think the retail price at the time for this, it was probably, I'm gonna say, because it was in Boots, probably between 10 to 20 pounds I bet was the retail price. Probably more on the lower side, I'm gonna say probably more realistically 10 pounds, but it might have been more. But for what it is, I'm gonna say it's probably 10 pounds. But for even for a gift and the price, it's still quite a good little bag. I still use it to this day to put all my other main travel stuff in, like my toothbrush and my hairbrush. But I now need a Pacific bag to put all my nail art products when I go traveling. So the main things I'm looking for a travel bag for my nail art products is, one, to fit in a good selection of nail polish. I kind of want to take at least 3 polishes of different colours with me. More is better. I kind of realistically, if I want to travel, I probably want to take really between 3 to 5 different colour polishes with me. I know that sounds a lot, but I kind of like a nice choice of variety of polishes when I go on holiday. I don't really want to take 1 or 2, just because I might change my mind, and the colours I pick I might not like them when I get to the holiday. So I like to take a nice selection with me. So really between 3 to 5 polishes, not to mention a base and top coat. So I really want a bag that kind of at least fits 5 different types of polishes in the bag. I also want it to be able to fit in a stamping kit material, which is of course your nail plates and a stamper and scraper. And if I don't want to do stamping, able to just fit in a couple of brushes if I want to do kind of some nail art involving some paintwork, or even a dotting tool, and of course even just to fit in some tweezers as well, because sometimes tweezers are handy on holiday. Obviously, like I said with the base line bag earlier, this did do the job. It did fit everything in this bag. The only problem is just not very good for organisation. It's just 1 pouch, so it was always a nightmare to find the product I wanted in this big bag alone. And because there was no sort of any protection barriers, there was time a few of my nail plates got scraped and damaged. So that's why I kind of been looking for a nicer travel bag, just to kind of look after my nail products just a little bit better and be able to find the products a lot easier. But let's roll on some of the other bags I've used for travelling, and which I think have been bad and what have been the best. So the first product we are starting out with, it's a nice cheap and cheerful one, and it does work really well, and that is just a plastic bag. At the moment I would normally use a bigger one, but I've only got small ones in the house, and I'm not going to go out to get a big plastic bag because of lockdown. We only go out to get essential stuff at the moment. We stay inside, so we're going to use a small one for example. But even with the small one, I'm still able to get all majority of the items in. But if you give me 1 second, I'm just going to do this off camera and just put all the products in this bag to show you how useful a plastic bag can be on holiday. So off screen, I've been able to get everything in the plastic bag. I've been really impressed I've been able to get into the small one, because normally I'd use a slightly bigger one on holiday. But as you can see, we've got our stamper and scraper behind here. We've also got our nail plate here, and we've also been able to get our base and top coat, and we've got 3 selection of polishes here. So for the bare minimum, it has got it all in. Organisation, it's not too bad because it is clear. I can find everything quite nicely. I can see where everything is, so that's kind of one perk for it being see-through. The only downside to this is protection level. It's not going to be very good because, as you can see, and because this bag is quite a small one, you can see the nail plate there is being slightly warped because of the pressure. I'm sure if you had a bigger one, then you've kind of solved that problem, but because everything's kind of going to be bashing around even in a bigger one, you still have the slight chance of the nail plate being scraped. So it's not bad. I still give it probably just 3.5, just because you can see everything. Organisation is there a little bit better than the black bag because it's harder to find everything in that one. And another kind of perk, because of it being in a clear plastic bag, depending what kind of holiday you're going on, if you're just going on like a weekend getaway and you're going to the airport, If you have to go through airport security and you're not taking any cargo luggage, you're just taking hand luggage, you're gonna have to put all of your nail polish in a clear plastic bag anyway. So you've kind of already solved that problem nicely there. When you get to airport security, you can literally just put this in the security x-ray machine and you've already done it. So that's kind of one perk for the clear plastic bag, and that's why it just gets a slightly higher mark than our baseline bag, just because if you are just taking hand luggage, then this is probably your best travel bag on that kind of aspect. The only problem with this one, and it's just because I'm using a small one, I haven't been able to fit in the paintbrushes. I probably could have actually fit in the dotting tool because it just is the same size to it, but the paintbrushes I wouldn't be able to get in because they are too long for this plastic bag. But if you have a bigger one, then you could have all fit it in. So this is why it's just slightly better than the baseline bag. Yeah, it's a good little bag. Also, cheapness is really good for it because these are only a couple of pennies in your supermarket. Another kind of downside, and it's just kind of longevity, because probably after a couple of uses the plastic bag is going to stretch and get damaged. So you're going to probably have to replace these plastic bags every so often. And probably environmental wise it's not the best because of you're gonna have to keep replacing it every so often. And at least with your normal black travel bag, you know, once you've bought it, you've pretty much kind of got it for life. So it's a bit of an ummy-ahmy one. Like, you could really say it's on par to your normal black bag, but I just think this is slightly better depending where you're going. So really, in some way, these two bags are kind of on par to one another. But I think this one slightly just wedges out the way depending where you go. And even though it's bad that you're going to have to replace these every so often, I think the kind of cheapness side does make that slightly better because it's not that expensive to replace it. Obviously, if this kind of bag kept breaking, you're going to have to keep throwing out a tenner every so often. So this is why, in kind of my book, these plastic bags are slightly better than this bag, but they're kind of really on par. It's kind of personal opinion to you guys what you kind of need in the situation you're going on holiday for. Right, so moving on to bag number 2, and our number 2 bag has come from Moyu London, and that is their plate holder. On the packaging it says plate holder, but on their website it actually stated it can also be used as a travel bag. So I thought this bag should hopefully have some high standards, because I think Moyu London is quite a trustworthy nail art company. You know, they do some really beautiful nail plates, and considering they are a nail company themselves, they should understand the aspect of travel a bit more and wanting to take your kind of nail products with you. So I expected some good stuff from Moyu London. And appearance wise, this bag, it is really nice. You've got all these different kind of figures and animals and objects on the bag, and the blue and white is a really nice colour scheme. So appearance wise, it is pretty nice. So another kind of good pro for this bag is it's quite sturdy. They've also put some kind of cardboard or something kind of stiff in the leather for the bag, because if you're worried about products getting damaged, they couldn't really get damaged with this bag because something did fall on it. Because they've kind of got the stiff backing, your nail plate should stay safe and protected. So that's kind of one pro for this bag. So the outside is quite nice and pretty, but let's have a look on the inside. So the inside for me, it was a little bit underwhelming because you've only got a slight pouch here. I wasn't very impressed when I got it. It was damaged. I had this kind of blue stain in there. I have no idea where it's come from. I'm guessing it might have been like a pen leaked in it, or something's kind of leaked in there. So I wasn't very impressed to get a stained one, but I won't complain too much because even though it's stained slightly bit on the inside, you know, the bag itself is still workable. So if you are going to use it for plate storage instead of travel, it's also come with like a sleeve where you can stick all your different kind of nail plates in, and then you just stick it in the spine, and then you've kind of got, instead of a bag, you've kind of got like a little nail plate book. So for storage wise, it's not bad. Obviously you can stick all your plates in. You've got a nice pouch here to stick some more plates in. For me, there's a few faults with this product. I don't think whoever Moyu London gets to make their products, wherever they outsource it from, They haven't designed it very well. I think it's been made on the cheap. They haven't really done any quality control, I think, with this product, because for travel wise, I've only used it 2 to 3 times for travel, and after 2 to 3 uses there's a lot of damage on the outer case of the bag already, which I'm not very impressed with. So as you can see in the corner here, the corner leather has already been tearing off. You're starting to get a few cracks on the spine. You can see one there. There's also one slightly there. You've got more leather being ripped off on this corner, and even on the other side of the spine of the bag you have another tear here. Even on the zip as well, just here, I don't know if you can see, but the leather's been worn away there as well. Even on the spine of it as well, in these corners the leather's already ripping there. And I'm just not very impressed to see that much damage already after 2 to 3 uses. You know, I'm not really impressed I got that bit of damage either, but I can live with that. But having only used it a couple of times and starting to see the bag is already starting to be damaged, I'm just not very impressed for the money I spent. You know, I've had this black bag for years and everything is still all intact. The only kind of biggest damage is me putting it in the washing machine and losing the Minnie Mouse design. But to have that much damage after a couple of uses, I'm not really impressed with that kind of aspect. And I spent quite a bit of money on this. I probably spent, I think when I bought it, it was on sale. I think I got it for £25 plus postage I had, which was £5. So I spent a good £30 on this. And to spend £30 on this and already have that much damage after a couple of uses, it's quite poor. In my book, this is just not acceptable to have that much damage after a couple of uses. Like if I've had this for a year and I did a year intense traveling, but just going on 2 to 3 trips and that much damage already, it's not good in my book. And even for storage itself, even for the kind of sleeves they've got for the plates, because obviously because they've put their branding everywhere on this product, you've got Moyu London, they probably want you to use all of their Moyu London plates to stick in their sleeves. You know, whoever's made them, it's just been really poorly done, because this side is fine. I've been able to put Moyu plates on this side, but these kind of couple of sleeves here, the sewing is kind of too much in the center than on the outer, because for Moyu plates, they're slightly thicker because of the plastic backing they have on the back. But when it comes to me trying to fit one of their plates in these last sleeves, they just don't fit because the sewing's too much in the center than on the out. So if I take this sleeve here and if I try and put this plate in, it doesn't fit. And that is just because here on the sewing, here on the seam, they've sewn it too much in the center than on the outer bit here. Like if they sewed it just that much, a bit more to the left, you would be able to fit this plate in nicely. For me, it's not a big deal because I collect a lot of different nail plates from a lot of different other companies, and obviously every nail company is different for the shape and size they do for nail plates. So if I use just a smaller one I've got from here, which was from Born Pretty, it fits in this sleeve nicely because it is smaller. Like look, I've got this much gapping here left, so even if this plate was slightly bigger, I could fit it in. So for the quality of the product, I haven't been impressed with it just because I think they've been a bit slapdash in some of the corners of this product. But what about for actual travel? How much can we actually fit in this bag? So because this bag is slightly smaller, it's more really designed to fit in nail plates. So if you're the kind of person who prefers to do stamping on holiday, then that's fine. You should be able to get all your products in. But if you want your kind of nail art tools in, you can get a dotting tool fine in here nicely. It fits on inside the bag. If you wanted, because it's got the pouch, you could put the dotting tool in the pouch quite nicely. But if you wanted to take some paint brushes with you, they will not fit. The bag is just slightly too small for them. But if you're doing stamping, then everything can fit in here nicely. So if you're just doing stamping, then you can fit some nail plates in the pouch on this side. So you can fit 2 nail plates in the pouch. I probably wouldn't put any more in because it starts to stretch and it's a bit of a struggle to get any more nail plates in for the pouch side. Also for travel, I've left the spine at home because if I want to put all my nail products in here, this just takes up a lot of space. For the pouch as well, I also put the scraper in there so I know I don't lose it. The stamper, because it's quite out of all my stampers, this is my smaller one, so I always try and take a compact stamper on holiday because I don't want to take a big clunky one. So you can just put it, normally I put all my other travel stuff on this side, so we can put our stamper there. And then next to the stamper, I normally just put my base coat and top coat together, and then I just put what space I can fit in remaining with polish. The only thing I'm not impressed is probably one thing as well, is just the size, because you can only really, once you've kind of got all your essentials in here like your base and your top coat, you've only really got space to just fit in one colour polish. Depending on the size of your nail polishes, you probably could fit another one in. Like I can kind of just squeeze it in one of the mini Ciate London polishes. Obviously if you have some kind of travel size base and top coat, you could probably squeeze in more, but sometimes they're a bit fiddly to find the travel side ones of these, and considering these are already kind of small already, like these are only 11mm nail polishes for base and top coat, so I think they're small enough already. So that's like kind of another downside to this product as well, is the size of it is not the best. It needs to be slightly bigger just to fit in some of some more different colour products in. So in my book it is still just a little bit too small. You know, you can only just get all your bare essentials in. So if you want to do kind of minimalistic nail art, it is doable. You can get enough in here to do what you want, but if you want kind of choice and variety, especially with different colours, it lacks on that. So in my book I'd rather use this bag than this bag, just because I can still get more items in this bag than this one. And quite honestly, I'm just kind of more annoyed for the money I spent and how poorly made the product's been, where after a couple of uses it's already kind of starting to fall apart. I found it really hard to kind of give this bag a rating, because for the practicality of it, it does do the job. You can use it as a travel bag, mainly for stamping. But I just think the biggest thing that just lets this bag down so much is just the quality of the product. Like if it didn't have all these kind of scuffs and scrapes and all the cracks in the leather, it would probably get a higher rating. So really I think I have to give this bag 2.5 out of 5. Because also you can still use it, but the craftsmanship of the bags really let it down. And then finally we are on the third and final bag, and in my opinion this is definitely the best bag out of all of them. It's going to be now become my #1 travel bag because it's just amazing. And the story behind why I got it is even more incredible. You've probably seen what the bag is on the thumbnail. So just before everyone went on the coronavirus lockdown, I was actually quite lucky to get my Japan holiday in. So I've recently been to Japan. It's only been probably a month ago I was in Japan, and we went to the Pokemon Center because of course I just had to go, considering I'm a big Pokemon fan. And lo and behold, in the Pokemon Center they were selling some little bags, and oh my god, in the Pokemon Center they had one of the most cutest bags for traveling, or just any sort of types of bags in general, and two, they just had the best travel bag I found, and this is it. It is a Eevee little travel bag. It's really cute because you've got obviously of course Eevee in the corner, and then you have all of Eevee's evolutions. We've got Flareon, we've got Vaporeon, and we've just got so many more. It's just amazing. I absolutely love the design of the bag. It ticks all the boxes for nerdy nails. We've got the nerdiness, we've got the cuteness, it ticks everything for appearance, and even the organisation and the layout inside the bag is just amazing as well. Because the first zip here, it's got a whole organised compartment. We've got a little net pouch here, we have a clear see-through pouch here, we have another little pouch here, we've also got another, we've kind of got a bit of elastic safety net up here as well. And then on the other side of the zip we have just a big empty pouch. What's also really cute with the main zip, it's got Eevee's tail, which I just love, and it's so adorable. But for putting all your nail products in, this is just amazing. Like in all the other products, the most I've been able to put in for nail plates has been 2, potentially 3, depending on the plates you use. But for this one, I can just fit loads in this bag. So at the moment I've got 5 nail plates, and in this clear pouch here they fit in nicely because it's also clear, you can see them all, and they are also going to stay protected in this nice pouch. To be honest, I could probably even fit more in this pouch. I'm going to try. So I've got another 3 more nail plates, and I bet they will fit nicely in this pouch, which they do. So that's crazy. I think I've put 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 nail plates in this pouch so far, so that's crazy. That's the biggest amount I've been able to hold compared to the other bags. And I just like that they're all going to be nice and protected in this little see-through pouch. So because of the netting, I've been putting the stamper and scraper in the netting pouch, because obviously this pouch is a bit more flexible because of the netting. So any kind of bulky objects like a stamper can fit in here perfectly. And then on the other side of the pouch, it is really good to put all your other essential nail art tools in. You can fit your dotting tool, tweezers, paintbrush in here nicely. And the great thing with the elastic at the top, you've kind of got a bit of a safety net. So if you just had the bottom pouch and anything moved, they potentially could fall out, but because of the little netting at the top, anything likely to fall out is a bit more unlikely because of the protective elastic here, which is really nice. And this is what I really like about this side of the bag. You can stick all of your kind of equipment stuff on one side, and then you can zip it up nicely, and all your equipment, you know, is on the first half of the bag. Everything's all zipped up inside the first half, and it's just really nice that I know everything is all protected on the first half of the bag. And then the best thing here, like, I've only really used 1/3 of the space, so the engineering and the designing and the layout of this bag is really well made, because we've only used 1/3 of the bag, and then the 2/3 can really be used to store all the different types of polish you want to bring. So we can get our base and top coat in the bag easily, no problem, they're in the bag. You want to take a nice variety of different colours. We've got 3 different colours here. They fit in the bag nicely, and look, you've still got even more space. I could even put more choices of colours as well. I've got 2 more here, so my kind of maximum choice of colours I want to take would be at least 5. I've got 5 different colours. I've got base and a top coat. There's still space to put more colours if I wanted to as well, so I can even take more variety. I think as well, because this side is so big, if you want to take travel nail polish remover pads, that would fit nicely in here as well. Probably if you took less polishes, you could even probably fit a whole bottle of nail polish remover in here as well. So really, this bag just ticks all the boxes for kind of appearance wise. It looks amazing. Organisation, it fits everything in here nicely. You can take all the kind of nail equipment you want. Practicality, it is great. It's nice and sturdy. So at the moment, I've only used this bag once. Obviously got it from Japan, and it became my nail bag when I came back from Japan. I actually brought this with me as well to Japan, so I used this inwards. But the second I found this, everything I had was transferred from this bag into this bag, because compared to the two, this just absolutely trumps this bag. It ticks all the boxes for what I've been looking for a nail bag, and it's just crazy that I found it in the Pokemon Center. I would have not believed, if someone told me I'd find my perfect nail bag for traveling in the Pokemon Center, I wouldn't believe them. And what I think the biggest thing that's kind of shocked me with this bag over this bag is this bag came from a nail company, and I kind of just expected more from a nail company, because they probably know what the struggle is like. They probably have the hassle. And for the Pokemon Center that just does a mix of variety of different objects, and for Pokemon to absolutely smash it over a nail company is just shocking in my book. Personally, for me, I love it because I love everything Pokemon, and for Pokemon to come out with a awesome travel bag is just a big win in my book. Really, with this bag, I only spent about just over 2,000 yen for the bag. So in UK money, I think 1,000 yen was about £7, so 7, 14, probably roughly, this bag in English money probably roughly cost about £20, maybe slightly over. But for £20 for this bag is a really good deal. For £20, this is a really good price for a travel bag, I think. And I think what I'm just annoyed with, I paid more for this bag, and I feel like I got a bit ripped off for the bag just based on the quality. And it's really annoying because I feel like Moyu London just really dropped the ball with this bag, as the idea is there, but the quality of the product is what's really let this down in my opinion, and it's such a shame because MoYou London does do some amazing products, but this has really just dropped the ball for them in my opinion. To be honest, I think the only one thing which is the disadvantage of this bag, and that is if you are gonna go on holiday and you're not bringing any sort of cargo luggage, you're only taking hand luggage, obviously the problem you're gonna have with this is they're gonna want you to put your polish in a clear bag when you get through security. So really your best way you can actually overcome this is one of the bags I showed earlier. You kind of combined those two bags together. So really you go grab your plastic bag and combine these two together. So all your tools and equipment you leave in this bag, and all the polish you want to take, you go grab your plastic bag, put all the nail polish in here, and then the second you've kind of gone through security, you can put all your nail polish back in this bag. So really that's my only fault with it. It's just if you're going to take hand luggage, you're going to have to combine these two bags together. But in some ways, really the perfect bag is these two combined. This bag for me just gets a 5 out of 5. It's going to become my #1 travel bag. I actually love it so much that I actually got another one just for a backup. I might actually turn it into a makeup bag. So I've got one nail bag and one makeup bag. But it might potentially also become a backup bag just in case something happens with this one, if I lose it, if it gets damaged, just anything unforeseen happens to it, because I just loved it so much. And it's the first time I've actually seen a bag designed like this. I've looked for many sort of bags in the past and I've never really seen a bag quite like this. So for me, this bag is 5 out of 5, and any type of traveling I'm doing in the future, this bag is coming along with me. The really cool thing as well in the Pokemon Center, they had so many other bags with the similar print and design. I actually bought a purse as well, so I think this is going to become my travel purse. So my kind of nail bag and my purse are going to be matching, which I think is really cute. At the moment it's actually quite heavy, and I kind of forgot why it was so heavy. It's actually because I had some leftover yen, some Japanese money, so I've actually stored it in there and I completely forgot. But I'm definitely gonna go back to Japan again because it was amazing, and I'll tell you what guys, this and this is going to be coming with me. So out of all the bags I've shown you, this is kind of the ranking of how I would be using all these bags. So pretty last place would be the MoYou London travel bag / storage. Really the thing that kind of let it down is the quality of the product and the size. If it was made with slightly bit more care and tenderness and it was slightly bigger, then it could have been a strong competitor for the Pokemon travel bag. But really those are the two things that have let it down. It's a shame really, because the bag is really nice, it is a nice design, and you know, potentially it could be me. I could have just been unlucky. I might have got the dud of the product line. I mean, if anyone else has bought the MoYou London storage / travel bag, let me know if you have found the similar problem of the bag deteriorating after a couple of uses. But it's a shame really, because obviously if you like stamping and anything relating to stamping, then in some ways this is your perfect bag because it's sturdy. You can get the basic stamping stuff you want to take on holiday, but for me it just doesn't work as a travel bag, and I won't be using it for any nail products in the future unless I use it as storage, so it doesn't have to have a lot of wear and tear over time, and it might last a bit longer that way. So for me, this has come last place. And then third place would be just the basic standard travel bag that anyone can get. And then in second place it would just be a clear plastic bag because it's handy for carry-on luggage. And then kind of first is definitely the Pokemon travel bag because it just ticks all the boxes. But really the diamond bag you really want to be taking for traveling, depending where you go, is really a combination of these two bags together. But that is everything for just talking about some of the bags I have experience using for travel for nail polish. If you have enjoyed this video, then please leave it a like. If you have any other ideas of what kind of nail videos I should make in the future, leave a comment down below. Also let me know in the comments down below if you have any bags like this, or if you've got a better travel bag for nail products, let me know. If you want to stay up to date with the videos I'm making in the future, make sure you click the notification bell at the top. And just remember guys, keep being awesome, keep being amazing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!